Today I'm going to tell you the story of a dragon boy who dreamed of being a chef. Don't you think a dragon wants to be a chef? Listen to the story. On top of a mountain lived a family of dragons. Each one of them was feared in the nearby villages, not because they wanted to do harm, but because that was what dragons were expected to do, throw fire and scare the villagers. However, Dario, the youngest dragon in the family, had other dreams. Dario didn't enjoy scaring people or burning their crops. For as long as he could remember, his true passion was cooking. He spent hours in the kitchen of the family cave, experimenting with ingredients he found in the forest and perfecting recipes he invented. While the other dragons practiced their roar, Dario was busy learning to control his fire to caramelize sugar or roast vegetables to perfection. One evening, during family dinner, Dario gathered his courage and decided to share his dream. Family, I have something important to tell you. I don't want to keep scaring villages. My true dream is to be a chef and open my own restaurant, he said with a sparkle in his eyes. The other dragons looked at him in disbelief. His older brother, Drago, burst out laughing. A chef dragon? What kind of joke is that, Dario? Dragons scare, they don't cook, he said with contempt. His father, the great ferocious dragon, wasn't very happy with the idea either. Dragons have been guardians of these mountains for generations. It's our tradition. Cooking is a job for humans, not dragons, he said sternly. But Dario didn't give up. He knew his passion was genuine, and he was determined to prove to his family that a dragon could also be a chef. So, instead of arguing, he dedicated himself to further improving his culinary skills. Day after day, Dario perfected his dishes. He learned to control the fire in his breath to cook at just the right temperature. Soon, meals at home became a feast. His parents, though reluctant at first, began to notice how delicious everything Dario prepared was. His fame as a cook began to spread throughout the nearby villages. One day, during the town's big festival, Dario decided it was the perfect time to show off his talent. He showed up in the main square with a large pot and began cooking a magical stew of forest herbs and meat roasted over dragon fire. The villagers, at first fearful, watched in curiosity as Dario worked. The delicious aroma filled the air, and one by one, the villagers began to approach. A few brave ones tried his food, and soon, they were all praising his dishes. Not only had he cooked an amazing meal, but he had won the hearts of the villagers with his kindness and passion. "This stew is the best I've ever had," exclaimed one villager. "He's a dragon chef," said another excitedly. That night, Dario returned to the cave with his heart full of pride. His family was waiting for him, but this time there was no laughter or criticism. His father, the fierce dragon, looked at him with pride. "Dario, I always believed that our tradition was the most important thing, but today you have shown me that dreams are as important as any tradition. I'm proud of you, son," he said, patting him on the back. From that day on, Dario opened his own restaurant in the valley, which they called the Dragon's Glow, where he cooked the most exquisite dishes with a touch of dragon fire. Villagers and dragons from all corners came to try his recipes. And that was how Dario showed that with passion and effort, even dragons can be the best chefs.